again. Welcome to my Project Telluride video here. This is a video introduction for Traxxas Telluride versus SCX10. What we know is, and you know, I actually have had this since they came out. The day this showed up, they were brand new. I went in and did an unboxing video, took all the footage, talked about all the specs and features and blah, 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 blah. The fact is, I got kind of busy and I just put the footage aside. I didn't get a chance to do the final production on that. And as such, I'm probably just gonna archive that footage because this has been done. They're unboxed, we've seen them. Jane did a very good video over at Ultimate, and Jeremy did one as well at Nightmare. I'm kind of envious of his. I wanted the blue, but whatever. Anyway, we've seen these unboxed. It's impressive. You know, they come out, it's cool. But what we know about these is that we really don't know what they're for. Traxxas is telling us that this is the greatest trail vehicle. And actually, I don't know that they're telling us that. They're not saying it's the greatest. They're just saying that, hey, this is a pretty good trail truck. This is our introduction to that category. And actually, if you think about it, it's kind of good news for Axial that Traxxas has recognized Axial as a competitor and they're targeting them a little bit. So Traxxas feels like they've got to compete with Axial. So, I mean, and rightly so. Axial's world class. They do what they do and they do what they do very well. This thing, however, you know, they're saying it's a trail truck. It's kind of a crawler. It'll crawl, it'll do all these things. And it's not that spectacular at least not out of the box. Matter of fact, let's pull this off and take a look. There's a few things about this truck that just doesn't make for a great trail rig, okay? First and foremost, we know what it comes with. It's brushed, waterproof electronics, so on. What Traxxas has done is increase the tension in the differentials over the traditional four-wheel drive that they offer, such as the Slash or the Stampede. Instead of using 30,000 weight or grease in the diffs, they're using 100,000. And they're calling them a limited slip, quote unquote, limited slip. Folks, there's nothing real limited about this slip. If you look at this differential action, you can see this tire, as I turn this one forward, that one's going backwards fairly easily. It's got a little more tension on it than a Slash, but I'm not putting a lot of pressure on that. And you can see what I'm saying. That tire, I'm just gonna flick this just a little bit, that tire is going the opposite way. That means that this differential has unloaded. So when you stick this tire and this one's loose or in looser terrain, the diff unloads, okay? That's not gonna make for a very good crawler at all. These have to be adjusted. We've got to tweak that. That's one of the things on this project that we're gonna tackle. Another one is, I'm gonna talk a lot about the drive line when I do the motor video. We're basically, in the next 3 days, this is Sunday the 24th. On Thursday, Thanksgiving, some of my buddies and myself will go out to a spot we like to crawl at. We have ourselves a turkey crawl. We go out there in the morning and crawl around and do some trail runs. Mostly SCX10s. This year there will be at least a couple of Jeeps. I don't know who's going to show up. There will be a couple of Jeeps there. There might be a Honcho. There may even be a Wraith. And my goal is to make this Telluride work. At least, I mean, it may not outcrawl the SCX10. I just want the thing to keep up. If it keeps up, for the most part, I'll be thrilled and I'll be happy. To get us there, we've got to do some work on the differentials. we're going to tweak the motor, we're going to do wheels and tires, and we're going to change the battery. Matter of fact, I'm going to change the battery right now. I've got a 2-cell lithium polymer over here that's not quite charged yet, it's getting close. It is a 6065C 2-cell LiPo. I'm going to put that in this, and so that'll be modification number 1. We're going to put a 2-cell. I'm going to leave the speed control, I'm going to leave the servo, I'm going to leave most of it pretty much the way it is. I want to test this thing out and see if we're on the right track before we spend a lot of money on this. So motor, battery, differentials, tires and wheels. And then we're going to go crawl. And we're going to run with those SCX10s and see if this thing impresses us or not. The group of guys I'm going with, if this doesn't impress them, they'll let you know. And we'll film that. So, part 1, the introduction, Telluride versus SCX10. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching and happy motoring.